What's up, guys? It's Danny Explosion back here today. Sorry if I'm sounding a little stuffed up. Haven't spent a week in school. I'm already fucking sick. But anyway, I have an album review today. This will be I finally got a chance to do this, but this will be the review of Ghost's new album, Meliora. This is one of the most anticipated albums of 2015. I've enjoyed a lot of Ghost stuff over the years, and they've made a pretty big name for themselves, like being kind of setting a very happy atmosphere, but with very satanic and frightening lyrics. But, you know, with Papa Emeritus, the first, second, now they're at the third. They make the lyrics sound like that sound beautiful. That's what I really like about Ghost. I've enjoyed Opus Eponymous and Infestissimum. I thought those are both really good albums. A lot of people didn't really like Infestissimum, but I can see why, because they kind of added more poppy elements to it. So yeah. But anyway, let's get to this album itself. What can I say about this album? This album was very, very good, and it lived up to my expectations. This wouldn't be a contender for my albums of the year, but it would still be a great album to come back and listen to. This album kind of really stepped back away from kind of like the Infestissimum kind of side of poppy elements and kind of added more kind of Opus Eponymous kind of doom elements. What I kind of think about this album is like Opus Eponymous and Infestissimum kind of blend together with like the kind of like the keyboards and stuff like that. This album is just filled with like the signature Ghost doomy riffs. Especially in songs like Mummy Dust from the Pinnacle to the Pit. Like those kinds of songs. Those are like filled with like, the signature Ghost riffs that that are really heavy. But for some reason, though, I kind of felt like the song like Mummy Dust kind of missed the mark for some reason. Something just did not click with me with that song. I know a lot of people that listen to this Ghost album really enjoyed it, but for some reason, just wasn't really feeling it. But this album is also filled with some really, really catchy hooks, too. Because that's one thing Ghost is very known for is, like how fucking catchy their songs are, that to the point where the words instantly. That's how fucking catchy the songs are. Like, some songs that have like really catchy hooks are like Spirit, Cerise, which when I first heard Cerise, I was really excited for this album. And He Is is kind of like a Christian ballad talking about Satan. It's Ghost. They always talk about Satan. But Papa Emeritus the third, because now they went through 3 vocalists on the third one now. His vocals are very relaxing and soothing, where when he sings those frightening lyrics, they don't scare. They don't really, send like a dark atmosphere that's what I meant. Like there's like a dark atmosphere when he sings those lyrics. When he sings them, it still kind of sends like an upbeat, happy atmosphere, kind of along with like the keyboards. The keyboards are also very, very good keyboards in this album. They can be dramatic at some points, but at some points they can be really relaxing and go good with songs like like Spirit. And this was all in all just a very, very killer release from Ghost, and in my opinion, it was a bit of a step up from Infestissimum, because to me, Infestissimum was a good album, but it just wasn't as good as Opus Eponymous. This album was a very, very good album. Like I said before, it's not really going to be a contender for my top 10 albums of 2015, but this was still a really solid release nonetheless. I think Ghost did a really, really good job on this album, because this will not really disappoint any Ghost fans. Well, not that I know of. But some tracks that really stuck out to me on this album was Spirit, which was the opening track, which was a really, really killer opening track. I really enjoyed, from from the pinnacle to the pit with a really heavy yet catchy guitar riff. Oh, another thing I need to point out is the bass work on this album. Phenomenal. The bass work is just fantastic. It just has that nice beefy tone to it that that gives the album a bit more depth when you listen to it. I mean, that's what I really like about Ghost. I mean, their bass is audible even though they have two guitarists. That's what I really like about Ghost. Like I was saying, another track that really stuck out to me was the closing track, Deuce in Absentia. That to me was a very, very well done closing track that kind of tells you what Ghost, it kind of shows you through musically what Ghost is all about. And this is what that kind of album just showed. Another one was a Cerise, where it just has a very, very catchy hook. I love Cerise. It was a very mid-tempo, heavy song that I really enjoyed. Majesty, which was a very, like as from the song title, a very majestic song with very beautiful vocals. But this was a very, very good album. This album lived up to my expectations. I'd give this an 80 out of 100. I think this was a very good release. I mean, 2015 is the year, man. I mean, there were so many good releases coming out. And still more to come. So, yeah, that was just a quick little album review I'd do. This was for Ghost's new album, Meliora. Oh, fuck me. But anyway, that was my album review. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. And as always, stay brutal, keep it metal.